Many people reported feeling a movement today in areas of the Heartland caused by an earthquake that happened in Pemiscot County. Morgan Johnson's live in the studio now with more details.
Yes, Jeff, today I spoke with Jeff Grunwald from the New Madrid Historical Museum, who says today was only the second time a magnitude 4 earthquake has hit Missouri since 1991. The epicenter was located in Pemiscot County and it occurred about 7 miles underground. It happened just before 1 p.m. and reports of it being felt extend as far as Evansville, Indiana. When asked about the likelihood, Grunwald tells me earthquakes, big and small, are incredibly unpredictable.
Back in 1811 and 12, you had earthquakes, 3 of them that were probably in the 7 magnitude range. They think those happen about every 500 to 1,000 years. Not a schedule, right? Could be 3,000 years, could be tomorrow.
If you'd like to learn more about the history of earthquakes in our region, the New Madrid Historical Museum is a great source. You can find out more about the museum on our website. In the studio, Morgan Johnson, Heartland News.